This is Scales here with another video. Another video freaking topic at hand. I really want to talk. We're talking about freaking coping. Yeah, really easy. I know we already talked about coping before, but to be honest, I just don't comprehend the freaking notion of it. To be honest, not to comprehend the freaking notion of it, because when people cope there, and actually they're real thoughts that bug them or just freaking surround and freaking crowded their freaking minds there. I think those thoughts, like specifically intrusive and the negative ones, were actually of thems, to be honest, or thems or thems, or actually just really that's different. It's big different. It's ridiculously separate or just away from them, to be honest with you. Just totally apart from them. In a context that's basically obviously entities, of course, dude. This is basically like dark fucking piece of crap, to be honest. Dark forces, the demons, dude, to be honest. Dude. But it's just in the notion of coping, to be honest. Dude. Do you feel really ridiculously freaking exhausted there? It's just basically you're fighting a thought in your freaking life there. And not only this thought is just freaking like bugging or just annoying you or just specifically intrusive thoughts there, just basically this bad freaking voices inside your head there. And apparently all of actually all those stuff there was just really like freaking douche farm, to be honest, dude. And you giving attention or you giving freaking energy to fight them is make it probably even like seemingly much worse than before, to be honest. And you have introspected or retrospection about your life there, that your life is just basically 90% go about that freaking thought, or not thought, or just thoughts in general, and you never live your life. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, to be honest, about freaking life, to be honest, dude. About life, to be honest, dude. For some weird reason, for some weird reason, do you ever like freaking like feel or experience that freaking state where just the mind is so empty, so ridiculously empty there, no rumination or something, rumination, repetition, that everything seems feel like different or just basically like adhering to change or following to change, not only about that thing itself, but just so feel it. Just basically, you're kind of like you're energetically connected to freaking everything. To be honest, dude, like totally different. And at the back of your head, limbic system is freaking fine. To be honest, dude. Not only about that, but basically nervous system is just so. This is just basically if I can enjoy once again, and that's basically pretty much it. Kind of in myself, just practicing stuff, to be honest. It's practicing stuff, to be honest. Not practicing stuff, but not practicing. In this instance, it's just basically in a context that is really like not practicing, not really like practicing, but more like in a state that just is in a nutshell. There or just be, to be honest. It's pretty much it. Not practice, but retaining that stuff there. Yeah, it is, to be honest. People don't know or don't even realize or really don't even realize, not even freaking aware that usually if there's like a negative like energy that basically comes to their nervous system there, to be honest, dude, nervous system, to be honest, specifically like in the kind of like right side of them, it's usually like fucking like right side of them, or basically like fucking like covering or just basically engulfing their fucking like brain, not head, to be honest. It's basically freaking like an effect of basically not negative emotions and not negative emotions, negative thoughts, but basically fucking entities already, to be honest, dudes. Entities are freaking like those freaking things there, to be honest, dude. You just don't even realize that they freaking like hear like freaking stuff there. Not even about that, but kind of like um how the heck was I said this thing, but basically like like not, I would not label them as thought or feeling, but kind of like doubt, but basically this thing like doubt, thought, doubt, and just basically like freaking in a sense they're like a really reptilian intellect, to be honest. I would name it, I'd name it that, to be honest, dude. This freaking things, dude. And And then it said there that, oh, it's your thought, and oh, it's your thought, or it's an ego, man, and it become integrated to yours though, and it become integrated or a part to yours too. It it become integrated, it become integrated or part of yours, and eventually there it became part of your system there, and this fucking piece of crap there just annoys you and such you and bugs you, dude. Not even just annoys and bugs, but basically like friend, like, to be honest, annoyance at the beginning is annoyance at the beginning, or that thought is just basically like kind of like a seed that has been put there or just placed there, to be honest, just dug by freaking someone there. It's just basically kind of like there's this gardener, to be honest there. Basically there's a freaking dude there, there's basically like buried something there, there's basically freaking like plant a seed there, and you and you basically giving it attention, not really giving attention, but basically growing it, to be honest, or caring for it there, and and not, and you're really like forced or just coerced in doing that stuff there, to be honest there. It's just not of your freaking free will, to be honest. It's just basically taking care of someone's deed, to be honest, or duty, to be honest there. Taking someone else's freaking job. It's just not yours, to be honest, dude. I said basically before there that basically evil is freaking possession, dude. Evil's possession there. And you feel that basically that freaking, well, basically the thoughts and such, the thought, and basically the negative thoughts specific, the negative thoughts and such are taking possession over you, and instead that you cannot freaking like eat properly even there, or even concentrate or focus. Holy freaking heck, that's pretty much it. That's basically the freaking like coping, to be, that's basic, and then you fight this freaking stuff there, unknowingly there. And the best remedy or just medicine about this freaking malaise. This freaking malaise, to be honest, there is just malaise basically. This is basically like seeing there or just observing this thing, to be honest, dude. Seeing and just observing it, to be honest, dude. Just see the freaking thing in itself there though. That is basically really like naked stuff. That's it. Naked glory basically. Or just in itself. And yeah. But in a sense, there's actually like a feeling that I really wanted there, a feeling of transcendence, to be honest, dude. When basically in a nutshell, that it really freaking wants transcendence, to be honest, there, to be freaking beyond there, just not experience that stuff, not experience of basically like freaking hear those, basically experience itself there or hear those things, to be honest, dude. Just a really transcendence, to be honest, dude. Or even at least the nervous system, like at least like nervous system finally felt peace, to be honest there, it can rest finally there, it can rest now finally, well, so yeah. The nervous system is just basically like fighting for you against that freaking stuff there, or even entities, to be honest. Is there a way that's basically like freaking like beyond what's just like really like beyond that freaking stuff there, just beyond that stuff there, just beyond freaking coping, to be honest, dude. What is basically like beyond the freaking mind, to be honest, dude. Not only just is it beyond the mind, beyond the mind, beyond the freaking entities there. Really off the spirit, to be really off the spirit, to be honest, dude. It's just really stuff, dude. So yeah. So yeah, not dead innocent, not dead for that stuff there, but not dead, but somewhat on that state now. Not somewhat in that state, to be honest, dude. Not somewhat. So somewhat or basically akin on that state, to be honest, dude. Just basically that, not really dead, but just dead. Not inside, but basically like apart. Not apart. Not a part, but apart. Away. That's pretty much it. And to be honest, it's pretty much it, dude. Everyone has a great yearning for transcendence there. But in a nutshell, there are, you know what's freaking much better than transcendence there? is better than transcendence there. Because if really, really wants there yearns for transcendence, there's a freaking seeker, dude. In a nutshell, it become a trap on its own. It's freaking weird, but it become a trap on its own. It become a trap on its own, to be honest, dude. In a nutshell, there you hope, and hope there's in hope there's another hope, of course. There, just wanting and wanting, to be honest. And then this frick, and then this freaking thing, to be honest, there comes there to, and basically you get stuck by not basically just basically like tolerating that crap to transcending. But there's a freaking catch in both ways, to be honest. There about freaking like look both ways there. In transcending, there's a seeker, and then there's and then and another one there. You cannot freaking grow there. So basically, your basic gets your basic and basic what going there, and you basically stuck in what going there, and even stuck in what and what to go there. It's just you're basically like what to do, to be honest, dude. What to do, to be honest, dude. I really, really like want to be in that really sleep state and just forget it. And this is basically the this is basically my experience today. To be honest, there, when I freaking slept, when I sleep there, because I was freaking like diagnosed by basically what's called it, like freaking freaking catatonic, and there was freaking catatonic schizophrenia. But to be honest, I don't believe in that freaking garbage. You freaking therapist basically tell me, to be honest, dude. And but guys' opinion, freaking something, I don't believe that garbage, dude. To be honest, as said by freaking therapist, to be honest, there. I said by psychology brain rot, to be honest, the other video, a really, really previous video before, dude. Not all about it is taking this freaking meds, to be honest, dude. Yeah, it basically become fine. I can sleep there, but to be honest, they're kind of like I see my system has become reliant to that thing there. And even much worse there, even much worse for some reason. It fuckers up my freaking system to really, really sleep there. But now I can, now that basically in a nutshell, it's just this is basically just for some odd reason I can sleep properly now. We can sleep properly now. So yeah, in a context, this is basically like in this is big. It basically kind of like integrate my basically like I guess my freaking reptilian brain. That's it. As I said, that's it there. Because oh my gosh, there whenever I freaking sleep, to be honest, it is freaking like a torrent of thoughts. They just cannot freaking sleep properly there. Yeah, remember? Yeah, whenever there's a freaking like time, or whenever there's a freaking time that you sleep there, you did, then you freaking yawn. I didn't freaking yawn, to be honest, dude. And that's basically my experience without freaking pills, to be honest, dude. It's just a freaking hell, dude. It's just freaking, this is freaking hell. It just needs sleep. But in a context of wanting sleep and finally rest in this freaking realm, to be honest, dude. It's just basically there's much better than transcendence, to be honest, dude. Much better than transcendence, to be honest, dude. You just sleep. I don't know, just a rest, dude. To be honest, there whenever just basically the kind of like almost on basically the sleep there, just basically astral travel. To be honest, dude, it's basically reality shift. It's just freaking reality for shift. To be honest, dude, this freaking life is so boring. To be honest, dude. Like, there's this life is so freaking boring, to be honest, dude. Not this life, but basically I do this lifetime. I don't know, just to be honest, dude. This is really, really to be honest, dude. So yeah, it's pretty much it. This is a really once freaking like relation, to be honest, dude. The basic absolution away from this crap, dude. Some solution for this crap or just freaking rest, dude. Just rest. Just want rest. Like true rest, dude. And I don't want to be reincarnated in this freaking realm, dude. I remember as well just watching this freaking this Gnostic video about there's basically kind of like a seven password, not really like a password, but basically there's freaking archons, of course. Basically that you need to know some certain knowledge. You need to know certain knowledge and you will not reincarnate in this realm there. Basically, you will not need to learn in this realm, to be honest, dude. You do not need to reincarnate in this realm anymore, and that's freaking cool, dude. To be honest, dude. So yeah, so that's pretty freaking much, dude. And also as well, like coping, not just coping there, but in a sense, uh, it's a really weird freaking thing, to be honest, that in dreaming, or specifically like freaking the right brain, to be honest, dude. Right brain, to be honest, dude. But basically, like all the freaking good stuff of reality that I come up with, I know it's freaking corporate stuff, but no, not the corporate stuff, but music, art, yeah, music, basically art, or just transcendental stuff there, or just basically of the higher will, dude. Not higher will, basically like of the just basically of the will in a nutshell, where really like freaking like is the only thing that's really good in this realm, to be honest, dude. And whenever you're like freaking imagining, or reality shifting is just freaking good, dude. Reality shifting is freaking good, really good, to be honest, dude. If you're basically kind of like an anime-ish fan, to be honest, dude. Anime-ish fan was kind of like I am, to be honest, dude, but I don't watch anime, to be honest, no more, dude. There's basically just travels to the freaking realms, to be honest. Travels to the freaking realms to just talk to the characters there, to be honest. They're just really freaking bored there. Really freaking bored, or unironically, it's really freaking bored, to be honest, dude. Or even like freaking like talk to like freaking even like talk to basically like some, that's basically pretty much it. I don't want to really like expound for it, to be honest, dude. Just sleep, dude. Really like wanting, or yearning, not wanting, but basically just sleep. So rest, truly rest, dude. That's pretty much it. For some odd reason there, and basically like Jesus come, which is the most perfect and the most freaking moral man ever there. Not as basic as the exoteric one, but basically, you know what? That Jesus is basically the most freaking perfect man ever there, and the morally perfect man there, to be honest, dude. Basically, come down freaking earth there, and basically he got judged, and basically he got because the most unfair treatment in reality. It's so freaking dumb, dude. It's so freaking dumb. You know that basically the moral system is just basically rigged, if that's the case there. And for some freaking weird reason, I just really don't want to talk about it, but basically about that thing there, when Jesus there, no, Jesus as well there, and not only Jesus as well there, but to be honest, Jesus as well there, but I don't know, that basically like, in a sense there, that basically like these mans there, not these mans, not this man, but this man, I guess, or basically like the one who, I don't know what to label, but basically like kind of like, the one who sees of force though, the one who sees of force though. But basically, like whatever is happening to the freaking world, to be honest, there, like freaking the programming of all the freaking lies there, the global elite there, even in the freaking spiritual realm. Jeez, even in the spiritual realm there, and you think the spiritual realm is just basically the most like, I would say the most like really transcendent. Yes, it's transcendent, but in a context, there's still karma there. There's still karma there. Samsara still affect that realm. Samsara still affect the realm. Samsara still affect the realm. Even godly realms and such. In a nutshell, they're like an escape, dude. The true escape. That's the true freaking escape, dude. So yeah, not reincarnation or that crap there, but in a sense, in my store, I have an idea of this thing there called the Uber Nihilo there, of super nothing. It's basically the idea of basically just avoid. and it's a void, and absolutely no phenomena of lumina cannot can exist in that thing there. Not even spirit can exist in that thing. It's just freaking void. There's nothingness there. There's nothingness there. Just that stuff there. This void. Absolute void. So yeah, why not, dude? This is a rest. This is freaking rest, dude. It's basically it though. Or in a nutshell, at least in a sense, they're kind of like retaining spirit, or just basically just dreaming, or just going stuff there, just traversing. That's freaking awesome, dude. But in a sense, just an absolute peace, dude. Absolute peace that one. If if spirit stuff there can, if spirit, or just basically if spirit can create, if spirit can create, they just traverse to other realms, dude. It's just so boring, dude. Not only just boring, but you know, you know, in this world, we are actually a freaking ridiculous condition. It's either we are we are conditioned to. It's in the nature of freaking things there, or it's basically in the freaking kidity of freaking things, to be honest, dude. Kidity of freaking things, to be honest, dude. Or just the nature. One, if one is really, really conditioned, like for some freaking weird reason, the freaking Westerners there, to be honest, there, and basically inevitably the world, for some reason that they really, really like wants drama or freaking conflict there, that if there's a time there where they're ridiculously in immense peace, they cannot freaking withstand it, to be honest, dude. They cannot withstand it. Their mind is indicator. Their mind is just in the indicator of just, oh my gosh, it's so freaking blissful. Not blissful, it's so freaking peaceful, dude. Like what the heck? And the mind will suddenly the mind will suddenly like will really really like freaking cope away. Yes, cope away about that stuff. That, oh my gosh, it's impossible to can feel this freaking peace there. It's just so peaceful, dude. So yeah. And for some reason there, that for some reason, if oneself is really, really enveloped, or basically like adept to that piece, or just known that piece there in a long time, and basically really practices it, and it become like kind of like the piece now, that piece become an adversary now. It's weird. It's weird. We are conditioned to not like good, so yeah. And if the, and in part two, and a condition to not like good, so we conditioned to not like good, or either we're conditioned to not like good, or the other one, as I said earlier, just freaking on the nature, because the nature of everything is just basically the nature of everything is just basically on reserve or preservation to itself there, or survival there. In a nutshell, for a thing to grow, it must need like freaking like and it must need a freaking like, if there's like a freaking thesis, to be honest, there's be like freaking like an antithesis there, and just the synthesis crap, to be honest, there just crap, to be honest, dude. But I know it just in that stuff they just place it in my spirit, it's freaking crap too as well. But in a context, it's just in this realm, but the nature of being, to be honest, dude, nature of being. Can we not accept the negative, or just can we not accept that? I would not, that it's much better to name it as that if you know it. So yeah, and the freaking the negative basically snares there. The negative was negative, or the universal snare there, or just basically said that, yeah, yeah, if you are nothing there, you will be really really full, really really full, if you basically include me, dude. I'm everything, dude, and it will make you happy, and all, and you get barraged by basically freaking experiences of stuff, to be honest, dude. Barraged by basically experiences of freaking stuff, dude. Like, oh my gosh, like a spectrum of freaking like positive, but positive thoughts, and just, if there's, it's kind of like an idea of freaking like infinity, or just infinity that's really really like not checked, to be honest, dude. Or just that, and naive infinity, just name it that, just infinity, just basically like illogical there, to be honest, not illogical, just in its name there, to be honest, dude. That if they're just basically in a negative, negativity is really like unchecked, to be honest. They're just wild, they're incoherent there, to be honest. I don't know, just freaking like this humor, just freaking like crap and crap there will freaking come out there, to be honest, dude. So yeah, if and basically if basically people in a nutshell there was said there that basically like logic or logos is like the strongest one, but in a context in this realm there, now it's freaking the negative, of course. Now it's the negative, of course. In a nutshell there was kind of like not a saying but basically a shtick there that basically like, oh my gosh, negative must be really big in order for good to be good, or proving proving proving. Okay, that's already in the name there. It's not already in the name, it's already in itself. They're just freaking proving. That's pretty much it. Sleep. No being. No becoming. No being. Sleep. Sleep. That's pretty much it. Sleep.